What is going on, everybody? Today we're going to be doing a viewer VOD review, and today we have Jman versus the one and only Daru. If you want your VOD reviewed, consider joining the Discord. The link is in the description, and who knows, you know, if you drop your VOD, I might take a look at it and make one of these videos. From my experience, the only way to deal with note after note after note is going for Skyfish at the right time, so I'm curious if you're going to go for it. By the looks of it, it's a very, very fast game. We have 4 minutes for 2 games, so we'll see how it goes. So, round start option. Okay, Ino wins and she's already in on you and ends the pressure and goes for the note. Locks you down, you're already in the corner. Good match there, you get out. But Ino runs right back in. Back to playing some neutral. There's the great timed Skyfish there. So what's going to happen when you get it? Ooh. Alright, so this is something, if you're playing against Goldlewis, this is important, right? So if we look at the resources, Ino has a bar and Goldlewis finally got the first hard knockdown to change the momentum. So in this situation, it's very likely that the Ino is going to use one of their resources. They have burst and meter to just get out of the one time that you knock them down. Here we have Daru stopping your meaty with a super. You get punished for your first knockdown. So you're in the corner. Great tech. Wow. Oh, okay, so you got the red RC there. It was already your turn. There was no reason to cancel onto the JS. I'm pretty sure you could have just landed there since it was red RC when both of you were in the air. And instead, you JS'd and I assume Daru backdashed or something here. Yeah, there's the backdash. And there's a chemical glove to punish you for whiffing your behemoth. That really sucks. Great spacing from Daru, baiting out your BT. And that first round goes to Daru. Okay, you whiff the 5k and then they stroke in. That's a pain. Whiffs the 5D. You get your hard knockdown. No resources from Daru. Actually, just going to mash on wake up there. You were a little too far away to capitalize on your knockdown. No plus frames. You tried to stop the... Okay. This is interesting to look at. Oh, by the way, good Skyfish. This is interesting to look at. So, Daru takes the turn. You're aware that it's very likely that Daru could go for the slow one and reset the turn, and you hard call it out with the 5k. The problem is that the 5k loses to every other option. So sometimes when you're picking buttons to challenge people with, you have to consider how many different options it beats. And in this case, it only beats the slow stroke the big tree. It won't even beat the fast one. Still, it's probably not the ideal way to deal with it. It's probably better to guess with a throw. Although in this case, you would probably also lose that. Or sorry, not guess with the throw. I mean, react to it first and then throw. And then until then, you would just be blocking there. And then maybe, because you wouldn't have anything out, you'd be able to 5p this approach from Daru. So they get the counter hit. They knock you down. You use your burst. And a great Skyfish to get the knockdown. Once again, I expect the resources. We have burst. No. So this time, you just weren't close enough to capitalize. And because you were respecting the super, Ino was able to play it to take their turn. And yeah, this is just part of the mind games when you get your knockdown on Goldlewis. You're not going to get many knockdowns on Goldlewis, so you pretty much have to, if it's not the ideal knockdown, like a Skyfish, you kind of have to play this RPS game with whether or not they're going to use their resources. And unfortunately, you lost there. So we're back here. Great super, wow. And you actually hit Ino. That's, okay. Already I'm thinking, once again, why are you running up on this Ino? They have burst and 2 bars. I think it's very likely that Daru is going to use a super here. They don't. Once again, they go for wake up throw because you're expecting... Did you throw out a move? Is this a punish? You're expecting them to go for the super and they mind game you. Not even a punish. You stood there and blocked. So you were waiting for a super and got punished for it. Personally, if I was in your situation there, look at your meter, you get the knockdown, I would probably just go for the GAT here. And if they wake up backdash, they got hit by it and they probably die. They might make a mistake and YRC it. They're going to have to FD it, so they're going to lose like at least 2/3 of a bar here. I think Skyfish is just the better option instead of trying to RPS your way in. And of course, you lost that here. And you get opened up, and Daru is actually insane. What did I just watch? What an insane first game. And we're on to the second game. What's the round start this time? Okay. Winning the round start. Gets the knockdown. Use the burst right away. Gets the note. Able to hold the sky while the note covers the ground. Goes for the 5D. Alright, this is something I see people do a lot. If you guys didn't know, a blocked 5D is actually neutral on block, right? So using your burst here when they don't actually have a turn is kind of weird. It's probably better to just challenge with like a 2k here. Or if you wanted to go for the burst because you wanted to make some space, you can just delay a little more and then go for a gold burst. Because gold burst is like not really punishable on block, and blue burst definitely is. And all you really accomplish here is getting the Eno off of you. And of course, when you make space against the Eno in this matchup, they're just going to throw out another note. Oh, so Eno didn't actually do that, but they absolutely outplayed your drone there. So in these scenarios against Eno, I'm not going to act as if it's easy. But wait, did I not go back? Did I go forward by accident or something? All right, here we are. In these situations where you throw out your drone, you have to cover the sky. And I know it's not easy because they can also stroke under, but you have to do your best to cover all the options while you can. So right here, when I see the landing, I'm thinking, okay, I need a 5k for when they land. They might try to stroke, but they jump up again. And now I should be thinking it's very likely that they're going to dash at me because they don't want to sit there and block. If they block, they can lose the round. They have no resources. So it's very likely that they're going to do anything that it takes to not have to block in this situation. And of course, Daru goes for that one option. Gets the knockdown. Goes for the fake into the grab. Goes for the throw. I mean, this is just Eno stuff. Great mash. Use the RC to get it. Okay, this is very good. But at the same time, okay, well, yeah, you'll see in a second, right? So you guess correctly. You get your knockdown. You don't actually confirm. You just go for block pressure and use the RC. This is kind of an auto-piloted play. The problem with this is that if you can see the Eno also has some meter here. So yeah, I mean, you already saw it. Unfortunately, I spoiled myself. I was looking at the RC to get in, but as soon as you get in, the Eno wire sees it. In this situation, what I would do is I would jump cancel my close slash to try to bait out the YRC if I saw this. But I could see how you would miss that in the moment. Nice trade. Back to neutral. Great knockdown. Good counter hit. I think you might have been able to kill there somehow. And we're back to neutral. This is a very scary situation. I expect a Skyfish. Yep. Godlike Skyfish. Great job. And we're at another round start. Back to neutral. Nice. Jumping into the note is good there because you don't have to hold any high-low. But of course, when you jump into it, Daru is able to just take a guaranteed turn. It's tough. Great guard. 268. That's a weird block string. I don't like this. I assume this was a misinput. I don't really see what the point of that is. So you do 268 into close slash. They FD. You 6H. You're so far away here. I would probably just drone as soon as I recognize the double FD. And then you throw out a BT that's not going to hit anything. I guess even if I'd gone for drone there, I still would have lost a chemical of. That was just really good situational awareness from Daru. And if this situation ever comes up, I expect you to run forward to try to bait the chemical of. Great knockdown. No resources from Daru. Wait, I have to go back because I was actually looking at the resources when I saw this. That looked a little strange to me. Great knockdown here. You close slash and jump cancel it. So this option, this is what I was talking about. The jump cancel is really good for baiting out resources. But when that person doesn't have resources, it really doesn't make sense to go for this kind of jump cancel, especially when you do have resources. So most likely from this situation, you're going to go for like JD into a behemoth into RCing to extend your turn, when it could have instead been like close slash into frame trap into behemoth into RC resetting your turn. And instead, oh, okay, never mind. So you actually didn't RC forward. Daru respected the turn. And you're able to extend here, but you go for 6H. I don't know if this is a mistake, but 6H right up close. I hope you get punished. This is not good for you. And once again, we saw this situation earlier. The 6H blocked into the chemical of. I swear I've not pre-watched this footage. It's hilarious that I called out this situation happening again. You go for the behemoth, and there's the chemical of. If you had ran forward and learned from your previous mistake, you actually would have punished Daru here and won the game on the spot too. assuming you ran under and got a close slash in the corner, that would have been a dead Eno, especially with the meter you have. There's the Skyfish. This time it wasn't so successful though, because you got hit by the note. Go for the JH, get hit. Get in there. Oh, nice. They have, yep, they have burst. It's an RPS, right? But in this situation, if I see this, did they have burst before? Okay, they've had it for a while. Once again, people are very afraid to block against Goldlewis, and so I get away with this all the time of just constantly baiting people. They're already hit. I would jump cancel this close slash here and then bait for the burst. And my RPS here probably would have won, but maybe Daru was waiting to see a behemoth before actually doing it, so that's also possible. Now you're in a pretty unfavorable situation. You're full screen against Daru. They have meter and you don't. Fortunately, you have the life advantage, and Eno's probably gonna have to hit you twice to kill you, unless something with meter happens. But yeah, I would not want to be in this situation if I was Goldlewis. I assume you're gonna try to go for Skyfishes. We'll see though. Okay, there's the note. You're locked down. Oh, you're getting poked out from full screen. You're getting zoned by Eno. Nice dodge. You actually get the hit. Go for the Skyfish. Yep. She has to lose her meter. Goes for the note. Great jump there. Wow. Really great way to play around the note there. So I finished recording this video and I realized that I didn't really give like a nice little summary as to why Jman lost this set. I truly believe that Jman could have upset Daru here. This was a super winnable set. It wasn't a problem of neutral. It wasn't a problem of execution. You had the right ideas. The problem was you did not recognize Daru's habit to never respect your knockdowns. So the first time you got a knockdown, the very first hard knockdown you got supered, and then for the rest of the game, you sat there and waited for this Eno whenever they had resources. The problem is that if you play the game like Eno has a DP, virtually you're giving her the best defensive option in the game. You're giving her way too much credit. You let Daru get away with a wake up throw, wake up 6p, I think a wake up far slash, obviously the wake up super, and you were not doing a proper job of baiting out their bursts and YRCs and whatnot. I think your problem here, Jman, was that you did not play around resources correctly. And a lot of the time, these resource engagements comes down to RPS games, but you never engaged with it as an RPS situation. You only did rock. Rock. And the problem with going for rock is that you're gonna lose to paper. And yeah, I hope that's good advice. Hopefully it gives you something to look on for future games.